Hello investors, welcome to Simpli Stocks. In the last 6 to 7 months, we have seen a substantial correction in the small caps. The small cap index itself has fallen by about 8%. The large and mid cap indices have witnessed only marginal gains. Largely, the market has remained volatile. However, despite all this volatility and correction, one sector that has stood its ground, and actually not just stood its ground, but has actually significantly outperformed, is the auto sector. You can see here that in the last 6 months, the auto index itself has rallied by 20%. Now, there are various reasons behind this, but broadly speaking, we can say that auto sector is currently going through a good growth phase. And along with auto OEMs, auto ancillary players are also performing well right now. But specifically, those businesses focusing on premium products are doing much better. For example, you will see that Mahindra & Mahindra, Eicher Motors or Force Motors have reported overall very good sales volumes. While the entire auto sector is growing at a rate of 5 to 10%, within the auto sector, a premiumization theme is currently playing out, where sales of players selling premium expensive vehicles are growing much faster. And now that the sector has received a push from GST rate cut, we are likely to see even better growth from this point. That is why in today's video, we will talk about 4 auto ancillary players that are working on this premiumization theme. We have covered 2 of these businesses on our channel earlier, but their performance has been good recently. So we thought we should study these businesses together once again. But yes, as a standard disclaimer, this video is absolutely not a buy or sell recommendation for any of these businesses. You must keep that in mind. With that, let's begin. Since 2018-19, the auto sector has been struggling quite a lot, and the growth rates were not that good. But some players like TVS and Mahindra have continued to perform well even in a stagnant market. To understand this in more depth, take the case of cars. The demand for ordinary cars has been stuck at the same level for years. The market simply was not growing, but sales of SUVs, meaning larger vehicles or cars, have been continuously increasing, and Mahindra & Mahindra has been the biggest beneficiary of this. And even within SUVs, Mahindra is innovating a lot and launching premium models. If you have seen their BE6 model, you would remember how incredibly fancy it looks. Now, if we understand this one level further, those auto ancillary players who have been or are part of this premiumization theme have performed better than the rest of the sector. For example, Uno Minda has been a supplier to Mahindra and has created significant value. Now, how are auto ancillary players benefiting? Firstly, the growth in premium auto parts is slightly higher, and simultaneously, the per vehicle value is higher for them. If previously Lumax was supplying auto parts worth 1200 rupees for an ordinary car, they are now supplying fancy parts worth 3500 to 5000 rupees for these premium cars. And these days, every auto OEM is trying to make their 2-wheeler or 4-wheeler look premium and futuristic. Therefore, even if the number of vehicles sold remains the same, the kit value per vehicle for auto ancillary players is increasing. This is why sales growth is good and margins are also expanding. Similarly, due to this premiumization shift, the market is shifting from halogen lights to LED lights. This is because LED lights are better and fancier in many ways. For example, if you look at the new EV models from Mahindra or Tata, they have very fancy lighting. So on one hand, the market itself is shifting from halogen to LED lights, and beyond that basic transition, premium models are increasingly adopting even more high-end sophisticated lighting systems. This trend of premiumization in auto ancillaries has been going on for the last 6 to 9 months and even more. We have been discussing these premium auto ancillary players in our community for a long time. And now as the auto sector is recovering and is in an upcycle, these companies will benefit even more. That is why we are studying this segment again today. Now, humble request, if you are liking this video so far, do give me a thumbs up. Also, you can subscribe to our channel Simpli Stocks, where we bring multiple such videos every week. Honestly, your likes and subscribes are our only motivation so that we keep bringing such high quality research to you for free. So do like this video and yes, also subscribe to our channel. Coming back to our discussion, now we will study 4 companies one by one that are doing well right now and are benefiting from this premiumization shift. We will first look at their business models and then we will discuss their financials together. The first among these is SJS. SJS manufactures branding parts like decals, logos, and badges for auto companies. Apart from this, they also make appliques and overlays that are placed over instrument clusters for protection and appearance. You should not confuse SJS with a Pricol. Pricol makes the entire internal tech, software or system. SJS only makes the outer protective covering. Approximately 40% of SJS business comes from two-wheelers and another 40% from cars. The remaining 15 to 17.5% share is of consumer electronics, where they make badges, logos, and overlays for the panels of fridges and washing machines for companies like Samsung, Whirlpool, etc. For SJS, premiumization is playing out in a way that the designs of logos and badges are becoming more complex. For example, you might have seen illuminated logos that light up. Similarly, screen sizes in vehicles are getting larger, which is also benefiting SJS. So as I was telling you, the kit value per vehicle is increasing. It has already increased from 1200, 1500 rupees to 3500, 5000 rupees. And going forward, it is expected to grow 5 to 6 times. That is why, while the sector saw about 10% growth, SJS grew at 3x the sector rate, nearly 30%. Going forward as well, they plan to grow at 2.5x the industry rate. Right now, the sector is also performing well. So this business can easily achieve 25 to 30% top line growth. After SJS, let us look at Fiem Industries and Lumax Industries. Both are in the LED lighting segment. As I told you at the beginning of this video, that the market is shifting from halogen lights to LEDs. Apart from this, fancy lighting systems are there in new vehicles now, which is called ambient lighting. So Fiem and Lumax are benefiting from that as they make LED lights and lighting systems. Fiem supplies to two-wheelers. You will see here that almost their entire business comes from two-wheeler companies, and now about 50% of their business is coming from LED lighting. For Lumax as well, 61% of their business has started coming from LED lights. It is not written here, but in their current order book, LED's contribution is 85%. That is a good trigger for Lumax. If we look segment-wise, 65% of their sales come from passenger vehicles. Two-wheelers are a smaller segment for them with a contribution of 30%. In the near term, Fiem has given a guidance of 15 to 20% growth, and Lumax Industries management has guided for 20 to 25% top line growth. The fourth and final business we will study is Lumax Auto. So both Lumax Auto and Lumax Industries belong to the same business group. Lumax Industries is into lighting and Lumax Auto is in the manufacturing of other auto parts like plastic parts and interiors. For Lumax Auto, you will see that about 52% of their business now comes from advanced plastics, where they manufacture cockpits, consoles, headlamps, and tail lamps. Here too, the same premiumization shift is happening. Their management has talked about 20 to 25% sales growth this year and 20% sales growth in the medium term. So Lumax Auto is also a good business that you can study once. Now let us quickly talk about their numbers. For Lumax Tech, the sales growth might appear high, but they have made acquisitions, so the figures are slightly inflated. Speaking of the short to medium term, all these businesses are talking about 20 to 30% growth. Fiem grew by 15% in H1, but two-wheeler sales have been good after GST rate cut. Therefore, it is likely they will also touch the upper limit of their growth guidance, which would be around 20%. Now, yes, apart from Fiem, the valuations of others might seem a bit premium to you, but we have also seen in the case of Pricol and Ask Automotive that if there is growth, auto-ancillaries also get a slightly premium valuation. Additionally, Lumax Auto is at premium valuation partly due to its larger size too. So you can independently study all four of these companies. In Q3, almost all auto players reported very good sales volumes. We have looked at the numbers of every single business. Therefore, most likely in the near term, the results of auto ancillary players are going to be good only. Apart from that, if you found this video helpful and you did not like the video earlier, please do it now. Along with that, you can also subscribe to our channel Simpli Stocks. If you support us, we will be able to bring much more videos for you like this. So definitely like this video, and yes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Happy investing.